So, I was trying to buy a pair of AirPods, and I noticed all these cheap AirPods for sale on eBay. I did some research on Reddit and realized that they were all fake, and that the fakes had gotten so good that they almost looked the same as the real ones. So I bought a pair and thought it would be helpful to compare the two. So here on the left is the fake one. You can see the box looks almost the same. And then take a close look at the font on the bottom, in the bottom right. If you compare it to the font of the real one, you can see that it's not actual Apple font, it's like a close lookalike. And then also there's not all like the barcodes of the serial numbers and the product number down there, so that's another good sign. The real one's a little heavier too. Once you get inside, you can see that there's not as much branding. That's like the design by Apple branding. But I would guess different factories can make different boxes, so this is not that good of a sign. Since some people can probably make all the fake barcodes and stuff too. But if we look at the fake versus the real AirPod case, and the AirPods are inside right now, you can find a lot more differences here. So the first thing I noticed was the insides of the case. At the top they have these markings. So this is the real one. You can see that they have like this FC marking on the top right side, but on the fake ones they have a CE marking on the left side, so the markings just aren't the same. And also you can hear like the clickiness. The fake ones and the real ones have different clickinesses, and the real ones are more clicky. And they've kind of, so when I was holding them, I realized that they both weigh the same, but I felt like something was off. So first I weighed them on a food scale, and they are both 48 grams each. So at first I thought, oh, well, they must have made like a perfect one-to-one copy. See, they're both 48 grams. But eventually what I realized is that in the real ones, the actual AirPods, they weigh a different amount, and the case makes up for the difference in the weight. So, see here, the case itself weighs 40 grams. And then that means the other 8 grams of weight come from the AirPods. So, these AirPods, the real ones, are a little heftier. They're a little heavy. Those 8 grams there. But when I bring over the fake ones, you take out the AirPods. Just struggling to get them out with one hand. But the AirPods themselves weigh 6 grams, so 2 grams less. And I've noticed this too, it feels like a little lighter. It's not the biggest difference, but it felt cheaper because it was a little lighter. But then to make them match up, the 48 grams versus the 48 grams, which is, I guess the trick they're trying to do, is just by making the case heavier. So this case is 2 grams heavier, 42 grams. So the AirPods plus the case together, they both weigh 48, but the fake case is 2 grams heavier than the real case. And if you don't have a scale, you can still just like grab a friend's AirPods and compare the weights of your actual AirPods. You can kind of tell they are, they'll feel a little lighter. And you can't really see a difference, you have to feel it because the actual AirPod shape looks exactly the same. So next, moving on to the wireless charging. The fake ones I have the wireless charging feature, and so do my real ones. They both charge properly. They turn on the blue light on the wireless charger means that it's giving out power, so clearly they're both charging. But I've noticed that after maybe like 15-20 minutes of charging on the fake ones, the back of it gets really hot, like where the wireless charging port should be, or the wireless charging coil. But the real ones never get that hot. They just become kind of like slightly warm. I don't want my AirPod case to explode on me or something, so I probably won't be doing much wireless charging with the fake ones. But next, if you take a look at the font on the back side of the case, where it says designed by Apple in California, assembled in China, you can see the fake ones look, the text is a little more bold, and it's not as clean and crisp as the real ones look. And then if you look at the LED lights on the front, one of them, the real one is like pitch black, and the fake one is like a gray. That's a really small difference, but I've noticed that too. Okay, so normally you go on to your AirPods and press that circle on the back. So I'm holding down the circle now. So now it shows up. Now we can see that my AirPods are here on my Mac. So very simple, just press connect won't set up Siri now, but this is super straightforward. It should just work right away since they're real AirPods. You're connected. Now I can use them, listen to things. Okay, so I'll just disconnect from them. And then here are my fake ones. So now I'm going to try to do the same thing, holding on the button for connection. And by the way, this fully works on the iPhone. It's just the Mac that is, I've noticed, is different. So holding it down, nothing's happened so far. I'm going to hold it down again, and you'll see some beeping on the front side. Okay, so now the AirPods show up, so I'll hit connect. So it says connection failed. I'm going to try again. This time I'll leave the case open, since I think I left it closed last time. Okay, trying to connect again. Okay, so it says connected, and it's got a circle bar on it. This happens all the time. It's very glitchy, and most of the time it doesn't work. So we'll give this a shot. Open up Spotify. I have my AirPods in now. Oh, and looks like it's coming out of my main speakers and not my AirPods, but clearly it's not working. So if you look, it's cut off, but it does say it's still connected. So I'm gonna try again. Nope, it's coming out of my speaker still, so it's not working. Oh, and here we go. After like a minute or so of trying to connect, now it tells me connection failed. And this is an issue. I think Mac has figured out how to block fake AirPods from working on the MacBook, but that's a big problem too. So here you can see what it looks like on an iPhone when you try to connect your AirPods. So with the real ones, tell you to press the connect button, you hold the button on the back, and then once it connects, it shows you the battery for both the battery case and your combined AirPods. So if you take them out, I'm gonna have to press done, do it again, but if you take one AirPod out, then you can see the individual AirPods battery level. So you can see like 79% on the left and 80% on the right. And if you take them both out, it will just give you the average. If you mess around with them, it would just it'll keep giving you the same number. But on the fake ones, there's an issue with the battery display on basically all of the fake AirPods from what I've read online. So connect them, they look almost the same right here. So now there's my AirPods number 2, and it's going to show you the battery for the AirPods and the case again. But so this time, if you take one AirPod out, it shows you the battery. So it says 100% each side, 100%, and the case has 60%. But now all of a sudden that right AirPod is 90%, even though it just said 100. Try this again. Now they all say 100, but the case is 38. So everything, and now the left side also says 94. They used to be 100, and the right side says 100. Used to be 80 or 90. So obviously everything's jumping around. You're not really sure what the accurate battery percentage is. And I guess you also have sometimes some connection issues as opposed to your real ones. But that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully you figure out if your AirPods are fake or real, and if you have fake ones, definitely try to return them. Good luck with everything. Peace.